We've been having honest and oftentimes difficult conversations with one another.
Will you please have quiet in the chamber?
I don't have a 5-minute speech, so I can wait.
Please proceed, Senator.
We've been having honest and sometimes difficult conversations with one another at the end of Senate session over the last several weeks. If I take my friend from the other side of the aisle at his word, who said earlier this week that we're not as divided as the times may suggest, then I'm asking you to listen to one more difficult conversation this month. I'm the only gay person here, and all I want to do is exist without judgment or discrimination. Be gay and be left alone about it. And I think most LGBTQ people feel that way. But we don't have that privilege of being left alone about it. A fight is always brought to us. If we fell in love and wanted to get married, there was a long period of time when the state of Michigan and many other states wouldn't allow it. If we wanted to adopt children, I served here in the legislature when we passed a law to fund agencies that called us unfit parents. And still today, we can be evicted or fired just due to who we are and who we love. Now, I've heard repeatedly throughout this health crisis from the other side of the aisle that people in Michigan need the confidence of when they can get back to work, that work provides dignity, a sense of worth, support to put food on the table, financial stability, purpose. Gay and trans people want that too. But you know that the Elliott Larson Civil Rights Act does not protect us from employment discrimination or housing discrimination. And it's more than just policy battles, probably starting in middle school and every single day since. I think about, will the way that I talk, will the way that I walk, will the way that I sit down, will the way that I stand up, will the way that I move, will the way that I stay still, will the way that I share things about myself, will the way that I don't share things about myself subject me to being called a slur that many straight people throw around too easily, or worse, subject me to being a victim of a hate crime, which is another area of law that LGBTQ people are not protected. So no, we don't have the privilege of being left alone about who we are. LGBTQ people are activists because we have to be. We don't have any other choice. And that activism has formed a community about which we are proud. Today, for the 6th year, I've introduced a resolution declaring June as LGBTQ Pride Month. And I would be remiss, especially in this moment, not to acknowledge the reason why we mark June as LGBTQ Pride Month. Because of a rebellion this month, 51 years ago at Stonewall, against police brutality, a movement propelled especially by queer people of color. Black queer lives matter, Black trans lives matter, the most marginalized and targeted members of our community. We are more, though, than a community of struggle. We are a community that celebrates love, living authentically, accepting ourselves. That contributes culturally, civically, and economically to the state of Michigan, all of which is reflected in this resolution. But this resolution has never been adopted. Not in the 5 previous times I've offered it to you for adoption. It's referred to committee today. But in my time in the legislature, I have voted for resolutions that were adopted to declare July as Craft Beer Month, July as Ice Cream Month, October as Apple Month, a week in June as Pollinator Week, and a day in June as Dairy Foods Awareness Day. I've supported all of those. I'm aware of dairy food. I'm asking you to be aware of the LGBTQ community here in Michigan.